Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Good morning, greetings, friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system, it is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing and renewing and regenerating system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls. 844-236-6010 is our number, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you read something in the newspaper or heard something on the news or on the internet and you want some clarification, we can help you. 844-236-6010 is our number. And, of course, if you have a success story, we love hearing those. Or if you just want to contribute to our conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number on The Bright Side. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program or recommended, you can head over to brightsideben.com and take a look at our shopping cart. You can also go to my blog, pharmacistben.com, or you can check out my new blog, criticalhealthnews.com, which I'm doing with George Norrie of Coast to Coast, criticalhealthnews.com. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. You can earn yourself thank you checks and write off all your business expenses as well, your home office, mileage, stamps, etc. You can find out all about it by calling the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side, your common sense nutritional program. I love it when I get phone calls and emails from people saying that it's common sense, because that's all this is about. It's common sense. There's nothing complicated here. The medical model wants us to think that it's all complicated. Everything about health is complicated. You won't believe the letters I get with people who have almost every system in their body falling apart. If every system in your body is falling apart, how the heck are you ever going to address your health if you try to approach it the way the medical model approaches it? The medical model breaks the body up into pieces and then approaches each different piece as if it were a separate entity. That's where specialists come from. When we figure this thing out, when we finally understand that the human body is a system, and you're not going to address the system by addressing the individual components, you have to address the entire system. When we finally figure this thing out, there's going to be a lot of unemployed doctors. There's going to be a lot of specialists that need to go get a real job, and I think that's a good thing. We don't need specialists, and we certainly don't need any more doctoring. We got so much darn doctoring, it's crazy. You know, one of my favorite quotes about the medical model is from 400 or 300 BC. Alexander the Great. I am dying from the hand of too many doctors. Can you believe this? This was 2,200 years ago. And we're still dying from the hands of too many doctors. But that doesn't matter because we don't need doctors. We can do it all ourselves. That's what this is about here. That's what we do every day on the Bright Side, 5 days a week, and via our archives at brightsideben.com. We break it down into common sense. Now, we've been talking about nitrates and nitrites here for a couple of weeks, and we digressed a bit last time. In the last couple of shows, we've digressed a bit. We're talking about fats, and I just love the subject of fats. There's so much misunderstanding when it comes to understanding fats, and I know we digressed a bit, and I do have a couple more things that I want to say, and then we'll go back into nitrates, and then we'll talk about a couple of amino acids that are very significant when it comes to upregulating. Love that word, upregulating nitric oxide. That's really what the whole nitrate conversation, or a lot of the nitrate conversation is about. It's about nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a powerful, calming, anti-aging, healing, anti-cancer, youth-promoting gas hormone that we've only known about for 30 years, and with some exceptions, hardly anybody seems to be talking about this super-duper important bodily biochemical, nitric oxide. We'll be talking about that here later on this week. So in our last program, we're discussing the benefits of coconut oil. We said that combining it with veggies is a great way to release the fatty phytonutrients, fatty plant nutrients from vegetables to make them more accessible for use. And this can be very important for people who are dealing with circulatory problems and brain health issues, dementias, Alzheimer's disease, and especially for menopausal women. I've been in the skincare business now for 30 plus years, 32 years, and by far and away, the biggest demographic chunk of my clientele is menopausal or perimenopausal women. That's because when women go into menopause or perimenopause, there's a significant breakdown of the skin. By the way, if you're dealing with menopausal acne, I just posted, my friend Amanda Rideout and I just posted a video on menopausal acne on the Truth with Ben Facebook page. If you're interested in checking out our videos, they're all up at the Truth with Ben. You can friend me at the Truth with Ben, and you'll get posts. You'll get notified when those posts go up, or you can send me an email, ben@ksco.com. Anyway, for menopausal women, this strategy of taking your vegetables and heating them up and adding vegetable oil can be very important. Or I'm sorry, adding oil, not vegetable oils, but adding oil can be very important. The phytonutrients, the plant nutrients in veggies, cucumbers and celery and tomatoes, etc., the phytonutrients, phytofatty nutrients, are locked up in the fatty portion of the plant. You can look at your celery and it doesn't look like it's fatty, but all that green, the chlorophyll, is located in the fraction of the celery or the cucumber or the pepper or whatever it is that is fatty. Sure, cucumbers are 90+% water, but there's a small amount of fats, and those fats lock up those phytonutrients that are so important for the skin. And when you add a little bit of oil, coconut oil or butter, and then you heat it a little bit, you can pull out those nutrients, they'll get into the bloodstream with greater facility, and ultimately they'll be able to provide you with the health benefits. And by the way, nitrates and nitrites is one of the reasons why you want to use oils with your salads, because nitrates and nitrates also will come out in the oil fraction. All the phytonutrients will come out in this oil fraction, and these can provide many protective benefits, especially from the sun, and especially for your skin and for your eyes, both of which are targets of ultraviolet radiation, and both of which are susceptible, the eyes and the skin are both of which are susceptible to breakdown as the aging process continues over the course of time. Wrinkles, dark spots, macular degeneration, even skin cancer can all be the result of poorly protected skin and eyes. And while the medical model will prattle on about sunscreens and sunglasses as solar barriers and staying out of the sun, that's not a solution. Nature didn't intend us to wear sunglasses. Nature didn't intend us to block sunlight from the eyes. When you block sunlight from the eyes, you can cause all kinds of hormonal problems, sleeping problems, mood problems. There's a very important biochemical process that's connected that connects our brain to the sun via our eyes. The sunlight goes through your eyes, goes into the brain. Serotonin and melatonin are produced, and when you wear sunglasses, that doesn't happen. And when you stay out of the sun, that doesn't happen either. All the idiotic, destructive, non-biochemically savvy, non-biochemically intelligent health strategies that the medical model spews, and there's a lot of them, it's hard to come up with something more ignorant than telling someone to slather on sunscreen. In the world of health, there's a few red flags that indicate ignorance. And whenever I hear someone saying these kinds of things, these beliefs, I always know that I got somebody who doesn't understand how the body works. If you hear someone suggest eating egg whites and throwing out the yolks, red flags should go up. You got somebody who doesn't understand the body. Hear someone say eat more whole grains. Again, a red flag should go up. And the same with the idea that women need a yearly mammogram. There's a whole catalog of bad medical memes, and when you hear them, you'd be well advised to be careful about taking advice from anyone who promotes them. And one of the worst is this nonsense about staying out of the sun. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're coming back after this.
Gold isn't for you? Ted Anderson, president of Midas Resources, one of the world's premier gold and precious metal investing firms. I get it. You wouldn't buy gold if you believed that the government is doing a great job, that the Fed will stop handing out trillions of dollars like bailout candy, that Social Security would be there for you. That's not what's happening. You might even pass on gold if the stimulus package wouldn't fuel inflation, or that the dollar wouldn't lose value, or that your retirement would be secure. If all looks rosy to you, then now is not the time to buy gold. For the realists, there have never been more sobering reasons to diversify with gold. Since 2001, the U.S. dollar index has tanked 30% while gold has risen 300%. Right now, savvy investors are adding gold to their portfolios. You should too. Find out what they know. Call us and I'll send you 10 reasons why gold will do very well, free. 800-686-2237. 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
As a parent, one of my greatest concerns is for the safety and well-being of my family. But no matter how concerned I am, it doesn't take the place of taking action and preparing for the unknown. I plan by having a GoFood savings account where I allocate a little money each month to have health store quality food delivered to my door at budget store prices. Although GoFoods are storable for 25 years, they are family mealtime favorites even today. My family asking to eat the food that we are storing lets me know that when we only have the food we stored to live on, that we won't have the added stress of eating unfamiliar or undesirable food. Buying GoFoods is investing in the future of my family. Convenient packages allow me to buy according to my budget, and I get free shipping on my monthly orders. To set up your GoFood savings account, call 800-648-9753 or on the web at www.storefoodnow.com. That's 800-648-9753.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Hi, this is Larry Smith. Sometimes bad things happen to good people. Like when the jeweler ruined my ring and wouldn't do anything about it. But when my Legal Shield attorney called him and told him what my rights were, I received a check for over $2,100. Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com or call 855-340-SAVE. Again, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
The Freeze Dry Guy presents freeze-dried turkey, freeze-dried ham, and the no-bake casserole unit February sale. Listen, if you trust the Freeze Dry Guy, as thousands have for their emergency food supply since 1970, don't wait to hear how great this deal is because it's unlimited supply. Call 866-404-3663 and ask for our new turkey and ham unit. Normal retail price $359.94. Sale price $251.94. You save $108. And it's chock full of high-quality, great-tasting freeze-dried diced turkey and ham from Mountain House, the gold standard in long-term storage products. Or get the Freeze Dry Guy's no-bake casserole unit. 153 servings per case at normal retail price of $215.94. Sale price $172.75. You save $43.19. But supplies are limited and we always pay shipping right to your door within the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 and make FreezeDryGuy.com a favorite and check for monthly specials. Don't miss the Freeze Dry Guy's February sale. Call 866-404-3663 or visit FreezeDryGuy.com.
We are America's largest independently owned communications network, GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll get your calls here in just a moment. Try to get them in our second segment so we get to as many calls as possible at 844-236-6010. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we're here for you. If you want to join the Brightside Ben team, please call the phone team at 866-735-2470 or click on the Join the Team link at brightsideben.com. All right, we're talking about bad memes. A meme is a mind virus, a belief system that doesn't care about you, that only wants to perpetuate itself, and there's usually somebody making a lot of money behind it. You can always tell when somebody doesn't know what they're talking about when it comes to health, when they spew out these cliches about health. Gluten is a cliche, by the way. When I hear gluten, oh, I'm off of gluten, I hear cliche, because there's many, many things in grains that are problematic. When I hear somebody say eat more whole grains, I hear cliche, because there's lots of problems with whole grains. Did you guys read about this whole cholesterol thing, by the way? How many years have I been telling you, and Dr. Wallach been saying, it's idiotic to try to protect your heart by not eating cholesterol. It is beyond stupid. If there's a word beyond stupid, that's what that is. The idea that you're supposed to throw out the yolks and eat the white. So, of course, last week or 2 weeks ago, the Department of the Dietary Guidelines for Americans from the Department of Agriculture issued a report on cholesterol, quote, finding that, quote, cholesterol is not considered a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, unquote. For how many years have we heard we have to eat the whites and throw out the yolks because of cholesterol? Because you can't eat cholesterol. And how many years have I been telling you how stupid that is? Not only, first of all, congratulations to the health geniuses that work for the government who have now concluded that cholesterol is not considered a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, but even more importantly, cholesterol is important. Not only is it not a nutrient of concern for overconsumption, you want to be eating cholesterol because the foods that contain cholesterol also have lecithin and vitamin A and vitamin K and vitamin D and all of these these nutrients that I call the cholesterol complex that are important for building and important for the brain and important for keeping you healthy and important for the immune system, important for cells. The cholesterol molecule is almost like a computer chip. It stores information. It processes information. In the world of health, there are tons of these idiotic ideas that you can always tell somebody doesn't know what they're talking about if they're telling you this. Eat more grains. Throw out your yolks. One of the worst of the medical memes, the mind viruses, belief viruses that have been spread through the culture is the one that says we got to stay out of the sun. And if we're in the sun, we need to be slathering sunscreen as if it were shaving cream. I can guarantee you that anybody who utters such a stupid biochemical shibboleth, inanity, piece of stupidity that says slather on sunscreen, I guarantee you anybody who says that does not know what a sunscreen is. They don't know. They don't understand how it works. They don't understand the built-in toxicity to a sunscreen. They wouldn't be making those kinds of recommendations. Human beings grew up in the sun, and the cancers and the photo damage that are associated with solar radiation are not the inevitable result of exposure. They're the manifestation of health fragility. That's the problem, is we're not healthy. And the best way to protect yourself from the sun is not to avoid it, but to stay healthy. To be loaded up with nutrients, especially fatty nutrients that are found in vegetables, especially phytonutrients. And that's where combining veggies and oil together under conditions of slight heat can be so helpful and have anti-aging, anti-cancer relevance, sun protection relevance. Braising your veggies in butter, and by braising I mean putting slight heat, roasting them in a frying pan perhaps, or roaster slightly. You don't want to heat too much. Braising your Brussels sprouts or your onions in butter or coconut oil not only gives you this incredible, delicious flavor. I like mixing butter and coconut oil together. You get this amazing flavor from the butter. Who doesn't like butter? That's another stupid thing that you hear from the medical model. Stay away from saturated fat. Oh, yeah. Another recommendation. The diet heart myth is now, a fatty diet heart myth thing is now being diffused. Yes, saturated fats are not a problem. Again, how many years have we been saying this on the bright side and in my presentations? How many years has Dr. Wallach been saying this? Anyway, butter and coconut oil together, they're so delicious. If you add a little bit of heat, the sugars will get released. The oil will amplify the sweetness. If you add salt, salt is highly electrical. The combination of salt and oil and the sweetness from the braised vegetables will get you this flavor explosion that is irresistible. Even your kids will love it. Even kids love Brussels sprouts or slightly steamed broccoli with butter and salt and a little coconut oil. Not only will it be delicious, though, you're also going to get nutritional value. You're also going to get skin protection value. You're also going to get eye protection value. Best sunscreen going. Best way to protect your skin and your eyes from the sun is veggies in coconut oil and a little bit of salt on top of that. These are all wonderful strategies. Being healthy does not have to be, you don't have to be a monk to be healthy. I had my artist, my graphic designer over, and we were talking about stuff, and he was telling me how he was trying to lose weight, and he was hungry, and so I got my Vitamix out. I got a couple stalks of celery. I got some cucumber, and I dropped it in the Vitamix with some water, and I threw in a bunch of delicious spices, ground it up, blended it up in the Vitamix with the veggies, the cucumber. It was just all it was cucumber and celery and water and some salt and some spices. And he couldn't believe, my artist guy couldn't believe how delicious it was. And I knew what he was thinking, because it's unbelievably delicious. When you mix salt and spices and veggies and water, it is so delicious and so good for you on so many levels. Same with vegetables and oil. So good for you on so many levels. And it's not you don't have to suffer. There's no suffering involved. I'm not a health nut. I'm a normal person. But this stuff is so delicious and so good for you. Not only is it delicious and good for you, but once you drink a drink with celery and cucumber and water and spices, or once you braise your vegetables and your broccoli and your Brussels sprouts with coconut oil and butter and salt, you're not going to want to eat potato chips. The thought of potato chips is going to make you sick. There's no way you can eat crappy junk food if you just simply drink a little bit of celery and cucumber and salt and garlic or whatever kind of favorite spice you have in water and a Vitamix. It is so delicious, it's unbelievable. And you don't have to be Jack LaLanne, and you don't have to be some kind of crazy health nut to enjoy it. When it comes to coconut oil, not only are you going to get nutrients out of the veggies, but coconut oil is 60% made up of something called MCT. And this stuff is unreal. MCT oils, medium chain triglycerides. This is one of the most amazing sources of nutrition. Again, you don't hear very many people talking about MCT oils. We've talked about it a lot on this program. I remember when I was a pharmacist working in the University Hospital in Denver, we used to dispense MCT oils to babies who were born with premature or broken down or sometimes non-existent digestive tracts. And MCT oils they go right to work. Well, you don't have to be a baby who's suffering from a horrible birth defect in your intestines to benefit from MCT oils. Anybody who has any digestive issues, really anybody at all, because we all have some kind of digestive breakdown over time. But if you don't have a gallbladder, you got Crohn's disease, you got celiac disease, pancreatic problems, liver problems, they took out your gallbladder, you got to know about MCTs, and you got to be able to take advantage of coconut oil. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. 831-685-1080 is our number. We're coming back at you with more good health information and your phone calls. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to you when we come back. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufactured manufacturers. If you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
By now, you may have heard a bit about Bitcoins. But did you know Bitcoins are now over an $8.5 billion market? And did you know that over 65,000 businesses now accept Bitcoins? Listen, if you're already earning Bitcoins or trying to make money in the Bitcoin market, you've got to know BidBit.co. Why? Because BidBit.co is where you can easily receive Bitcoins by selling and auctioning off your own personal items or promote business products and services for Bitcoins. You heard right. Whether personal or business, you can now buy, sell, and auction your products and services quickly, easily, and securely for Bitcoin at BidBit.co, the first and only marketplace website to offer BidBit Escrow, a proprietary technology which gives buyers and sellers security and peace of mind because all transactions are protected. Start today. It's free to join, free to post, free to auction, and free to bid at BidBit.co. Buy, sell, bid, or auction everything Bitcoin. That's www.bidbit.co. BidBit.co.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific Time and 10 to 11 Central Time. If you miss any programs, they're all archived at brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart up at brightsideben.com and a Join the Team link that you can click on if you want to join the Brightside Ben team. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470, and they can give you the scoop if you want to sign up under me, one-time $10 fee. You can make some money selling longevity products and help spread the word about how important and powerful a good nutritional supplement program can be. Wouldn't it be nice to be inspiring? That's what this is about, folks. That's what I want this program to be about. I want it to be inspiring. I want you to feel pumped up about your health, about the health of your loved ones. Nobody has to suffer from chronic degenerative disease. It is a violation of how the body works. And that's such good news. All you got to do, no matter how broken down you are, and I talk to people who are so broken down, almost every system in their body is broken down, but no matter how broken down you are, the testimony of the living biological system, the human body, is that we can turn it around. We can regenerate it. We've got to just get rid of the bad stuff, put the good stuff in. It's really as simple as that. And no doctors are required, folks. No doctors required. This idea that we need to be doctored, that we need the medical model to test us and diagnose us and drug us and cut us up, is so mean-spirited. Mean-spirited. And I know I got some friends who are doctors, and they're not mean people, the individuals, but the model is so anti-humanity. It's so unfair. 844-236-6010 is our number. Cindy in Capitola, my home away from home. What's up, Cindy?
Good morning, Dan. Thank you for taking my call. I have shingles.
Oh, no. That's
and
the immune.
It's painful, and I am doing a lot of herbs, and I am doing...
Well, forget the herbs. They're going to make things worse, okay? Let's get this clear about herbs, Cindy. People think that they're doing good jobs with herbs, and I know a lot of herbalists, but herbs are medicine. They're drugs. Now, they're not like as bad as pharmaceuticals because they've got cofactors. They're not purified like a drug is, but your body still processes them through the liver, through the detox system, and that's the last thing you need to be doing when you have shingles. You understand that, Cindy? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The last thing you want to do is put more burden on your body when you have shingles. So what you want to do is number one, you want to figure out what's getting into the system that's compromising your immune system. People don't just wake up in the morning with shingles. They follow some kind of stressor, long term usually. Did you have something going wrong? Did something else going on in the system, Cindy?
Well, some digestive stuff, but I've been at...
Okay. Well, no. Just leave it right there. Some digestive stuff. That's usually the culprit because the vast majority of your immune system, as you know, is in the digestive system. So following digestive problems, it's not unusual for some other immune manifestation like shingles to kick in. So here's the deal. We got to strengthen your immune system. And that means, number one, the digestive thing. Get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence. Are you using any of the longevity products yet, Cindy?
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. So are you the Beyond Tangy Tangerine probably, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, keep sipping on that. Maybe increase your dose on that. And then get on the Biolumin Nightly Essence if you're not on that, and get on the Fuchs Z if you're not on that. But it's an absolute must. It's great that you do the supplements, but it's an absolute must that you control anything that's that's getting into your body through a messed up digestive system. That means if you got problem foods, stay away from them. That means if you're craving sugar, by the way, blood sugar problems are an issue too. So if you're craving sugar, that means you got to be careful there as well. More coconut oil, more protein. Use whey protein, which is a very powerful immune-boosting protein, and egg protein if you can do those, as long as you don't have digestive problems that are associated with it. You may want to go get some powdered vitamin C and start doing high doses of it. Watch out for bowel problems. Sometimes you can get a little gassy, or it can cause some discomfort, so you don't want to do too much vitamin C. If you're not doing 50 milligrams a day of zinc picolinate, go to the health food store today. Don't waste a minute. 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day. Everybody needs that, but especially if you have an immune problem like shingles. A couple other things, miscellaneous things that you might want to think about are vitamin E, 400 to 800 IU a day of vitamin E. Selenium is a powerful antiviral mineral, probably the most important antiviral mineral, 400 to 600 micrograms of the ultimate selenium from longevity would be advisable. And then if you're not on N-acetylcysteine, NAC, NAC, try 500 milligrams of that. The combination, by the way, of NAC, selenium, and glutamine, along with whey protein, which contains significant amounts of something called glycine, is a great way to build your body's most important defensive molecule, something called glutathione. You probably heard us talk about this before, Cindy. So with your whey protein, or your egg protein for that matter, or any protein, bone soup is another good source of glycine protein. So with your bone soup or with your whey protein, do maybe 400 milligrams of N-acetylcysteine, 200 to 400 micrograms of selenium, and then maybe half a teaspoonful of glutamine powder. And the combination will help you build glutathione, which can help fight that shingles. More protein, more coconut oil, all the supplements I just talked about. Stay away from anything that messes up your digestive system, and keep that blood sugar stable by using more protein and more coconut oil. And I didn't even tell you about the vitamins and minerals that help you process sugar, but chromium and vanadium, the sweeties, all that can be helpful too. Anything else? Oh, one more thing. If you've got any kind of stressor, mental or emotional or psychological stressor, that's going to make the shingles worse and make it more likely that you're going to get shingles. So practice your deep breathing technique and activate the parasympathetic nervous system by just chilling out. Hot tubs, massages, showers, warm showers, warm baths, hot showers, hot baths, anything you could do to activate the relaxation nervous system, because that's where we heal, when we're relaxed, when we're lightening up. I'm sorry, go ahead, Cindy. I didn't mean to cut you off. Oh, shoot. I just hit the button. Cindy, call back. I'll get you right up. I totally apologize. I hit the wrong button. Let's see. Let's go to Ann in North Carolina. What's going on? Ann.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, Ben.
Hey, how can we help you?
I went to see Dr. Wallach in Charlotte, North Carolina on the 13th.
Nice.
And
He
was
Isn't
just
he amazing?
a testimony in itself. Yeah,
I know.
He's
He's 75.
For like 2.5 hours. And yeah,
He's 75. He's never been on any medicines. He doesn't go to any doctors. He does maybe 200 or more talks, long talks, not short talks, long talks that are funny and they're filled with information. He's a living testimony to his ideas.
Yes, great. So I have not taken any of the longevity products as yet. I just ordered them Saturday, and I'm 49, about 250 pounds. I'm overweight. I have acne, adult acne, and large pores.
Okay, you got some stuff going on there, Ann, my dear. Are you eating that? Are you eating that North Carolina barbecue pork?
How about that? All those southern fried foods.
I know it's a big problem. You know, you can still enjoy those kinds of foods, but because we all love fat, but you got to do it strategically. So I'm not going to tell you not to eat those foods. I'm going to tell you to replace those foods with coconut oil and butter to your heart's content. Salt to your heart's content. How's this sound? Salt to your heart's content. Make sure it's sea salt, though.
Well, that's another. When I started listening to you and Dr. Wallach on YouTube, Dr. Peter Glidden, I knew about the minerals that I was missing, and so I started doing pink Himalayan salt soleil in the morning.
Yeah, nice.
And I take one teaspoon of that
in water.
In water, a full glass of water. And
let me ask you something before you continue. I'll let you continue. I want to ask you something, though. When you put the sea salt or the Himalayan salt in water, didn't it taste like the most delicious beverage you ever tasted?
Yeah.
Isn't it unbelievable,
wonderful.
Right? It's wonderful.
Yeah.
Hang on. Ann, I got to take a break. We'll finish up when we come back, okay? Hang on.
Thank you.
Don't go away.
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll be back with more good health information and your phone calls right after this. Don't go away.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs knows the importance of proper digestion.
Make sure you take a look at the Ultimate Enzyme product. They're made with bile salts and fat digestion enzymes and protein digestive enzymes. And not only do the Ultimate Enzymes give you obvious benefits for digestion, but they can also help keep your blood flowing through your circulatory system. As most of you probably know by now, thick, sludgy, clotting blood is a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Clearly, inappropriate and excessive blood clotting is a major health issue, and thick, sludgy blood is not just about heart health either. Sludgy blood can compromise oxygenation and nutrient delivery to all your cells and tissues and organs and ultimately lead to almost any health issue you can name.
Concerned about proper digestion and heart health? Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470 or on the web at brightsidebed.com. That's brightsidebed.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
The Freeze Dry Guy presents freeze-dried turkey, freeze-dried ham, and the no-bake casserole unit February sale. Listen, if you trust the Freeze Dry Guy, as thousands have for their emergency food supply since 1970, don't wait to hear how great this deal is, because it's unlimited supply. Call 866-404-3663 and ask for our new turkey and ham unit. Normal retail price $359.94. Sale price $251.94. You save $108. And it's chock full of high-quality, great-tasting freeze-dried diced turkey and ham from Mountain House, the gold standard in long-term storage products. Or get the Freeze Dry Guy's no-bake casserole unit. 153 servings per case at normal retail price of $215.94. Sale price $172.75. You save $43.19. But supplies are limited, and we always pay shipping right to your door within the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 and make FreezeDryGuy.com a favorite and check for monthly specials. Don't miss the Freeze Dry Guy's February sale. Call 866-404-3663 or visit FreezeDryGuy.com.
For over 5 years, you've been hearing about the Berkey Guy, so you may know a few things about him. For example, you are well aware of the superior quality and effectiveness of Berkey water filters and accessories. But did you know the Berkeys have had independent lab tests done to prove just how effective they are? It's true, and he can email you the test results. Just visit GoBerkey.com. You may also know that the Berkey Guy has helped tens of thousands of people get better prepared. Now here's something you may not know. GoBerkey.com has amazing specials and deals all the time on a wide variety of survival and preparedness products. Most ready to ship same day. Visit the Berkey Guy at GoBerkey.com and be sure to click the red Products on Sale Now button. You can always call toll-free 877-886-3653. Again, that's 877-886-3653. GoBerkey.com, home of the Berkey Guy.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
Okay, we are back on the bright side. Ann, in North Carolina. Continue on, my dear.
Yes, and so what I would like to know is, since I just ordered the Healthy Body Start Pack from Longevity, should I continue doing the salt soleil in the morning in addition to the Healthy Body Start Pack?
That's a great question, Ann. That's an awesome question. Here's what you're going to do. You want to drink the salt water until it doesn't taste good to you anymore. And you're going to notice that as you're supplementing with the minerals, that you're going to reach that point earlier. Does that make sense? So you're going to notice that if you could drink a quarter, depending on how much salt you put in your water, if you could drink, say, a quarter cup of it, once you start to get enough minerals in your system, you're going to reach that point where you don't want it anymore earlier. So you'll only be able to drink maybe an eighth of a cup kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to reach the point of saturation. That's what you're looking for. And then later on in the day, maybe have a couple more sips on it, and you'll notice that you're satisfied. And are you noticing that you don't like salty food or you don't crave salty food as much?
Not as much.
Isn't that interesting, huh? How do you like that?
Yes. Yeah, I love it. And I stay away from that table salt. Now.
Stay away from the table salt. Absolutely. You don't even want it. Once you do the sea salt, or which has all the minerals in it, or the Himalayan salt, you don't even want regular salt. It doesn't taste as good to you.
Right. And by the way, your skin looks just radiant.
Thank you. Where did you on the YouTubes you're talking about? Have you been watching? Have you been watching the skin health videos?
I have not yet, but I will.
Well, I've been in the skin business. I know a thing or two about the skin, that's for sure. I've been doing it for a long time.
What do you suggest for large pores?
Well, a couple things. You're not going to change the pore size, but the reason pore size you're born with, but the appearance of pores becomes much more dramatic when we're secreting lots of oil. And the oil secretion is associated with a stress hormone called cortisol. And cortisol is going to go up when you're not only under emotional stress and mental stress, but when you're under physiologic stress. And it sounds like you've got some physiologic stressors going on. So once you once you lose the weight and once you control the sugar and you get your physiologic stress under control, you'll notice that you're secreting less oil. Oil secretion and cortisol go together. Okay? Thanks so much for your call, Aunt.
Yeah, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, do you suggest that I drink that in the morning or in the afternoon, or does it matter?
Neither, and all of it. You want to sip on it all day long. Sip on it all day.
Okay.
Sip on it all day long. I always suggest that the BTT, you use the BTT like an IV drip in the hospital. You know, if you go in the hospital, they'll stick an IV in your arm, and then they'll drip in nutrients throughout the day, long term. Same idea with the BTT. Sip on it all day long. Okay?
What about the osteo?
Then you probably do that one time. Probably do that as one dose. But the BTT is kind of topping off your tank throughout the day, your nutritional tank throughout the day.
Okay. Do you? What do you think about the ASAP? Should I have that or not?
It's not as primary as it's not nutritional. I'm working more here with nutrition. ASAP is not a nutritional supplement. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Ann.
All right.
God bless.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Have a beautiful day. God bless you. Okay, Chuck in Michigan. Welcome to the bright side. What's up, buddy? Chuck. Hey, Chuck.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
My beloved has cancer and is also has an anemia problem where there's a lot of excess blood and is having problems clotting. Do you have any suggestions about?
Yeah, lots. What kind of cancer is it, bud? What kind of cancer is it? Oh, stomach cancer. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. How far along is it? Do you know?
I believe it's stage 3 or 4.
Okay. Well, she's going to. The platelet issue is malnutrition. She's not getting her nutrients, so she's not building blood cells. Platelets are blood cells that are involved in coagulation and clotting. So she's not making them. So you need to get her on some good nutrition and liquid, ideally. All right, because she's not going to process foods with stomach cancer. So liquid nutrition, especially the B. I don't want to say only the B vitamins, but especially the B vitamins and vitamin C.
Especially B vitamins.
Yeah, especially B vitamins and vitamin C too. I hate to say only, but especially B vitamins. She's going to need all her nutritional, all 90 essential nutrients, but in liquid form, because she's not going to be able to grind down foods with stomach cancer.
Understood.
So liquids. Go ahead.
Yeah, she's on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well as the Ultimate EFAs and the BioLumin Nightly Essence.
Keep it all going and make sure she's getting as much of her nutrition as she can from liquids, soups, and vegetable juices.
Like the bone soup that you always recommend?
Bone soup, absolutely. Bone soup is great for the immune system. It's liquid protein. It'll go right to work. Have her using coconut oil, liquid fats, essential fatty acids, I should say. Capsules would be a great idea, or you can do capsules probably. The Ultimate EFAs, liquids are the way to go. Dense liquid nutrition, yes, especially the water soluble nutrients, the B vitamins and vitamin C. Keep it going throughout the day.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
you. God bless you. Good luck with everything. Good luck, and I hope that works out for you. Leon in Portland, what's going on, my man? Welcome to the bright side.
Hello.
Hey. Hello. Yes, can you hear me?
I'm trying to switch over from speakerphone.
All right, switch over, because we only got a couple minutes, buddy.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Leon, I'm gonna drop you here.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Go
I'm
ahead.
here now. Okay, I don't know how to work this phone very good.
Okay.
I called you on Friday about the on my kidney. I had a cyst on water.
Okay.
You told me to go back today.
Okay, here's the deal with cysts. All cysts, whether on your kidney or whether on your breast or in your skin or anywhere else. A cyst is a sign of cells that are not growing correctly. Now, there's lots of reasons why that happens, but the big 3 reasons, I'm going to give you the big 3 reasons why you get cysts. Changes in blood sugar, problems with female hormone, estrogen, and men make that hormone too, by the way. It doesn't have to only be women. So insulin, estrogen, and also problems with fats or fat absorption. That's because the cell membrane, the outer coating of a cell, is where the signals to grow or not grow or stop growing, for cells to divide or not divide, and cells to proliferate or not proliferate come from. So you want to think estrogen, female hormone, and that's men make it too, especially as they get older, by the way. Blood sugar, and then processing of fats. So number 1, you're going to treat yourself like a diabetic, okay? And by the way, the kidney, I think we talked about this Friday, the kidney filters the blood. Once the blood becomes dirty with sugar, or caramelized, as I like to call it, kidney problems result. So you want to treat yourself like a diabetic. I think I'm going by memory, you said you were in your late 60s, correct?
68, yes, sir.
68,
and
yes.
I don't want an operation if I can get away from it.
Okay, well, here's the thing, Leon. You don't need an operation yet. I don't know how far you progressed, but
well,
you don't
it just said it was water, but I'm going to a urologist sometime.
Okay, meantime, if you got a kidney cyst, you got other problems too. All right, you're running higher risks for all kinds of horrible things. So it's not just the kidney cyst that's the problem. This is what specialists do. They specialize. But your problems are not specialized problems. They're systemic problems. They're in the whole body. And yeah, he may take care of your kidney cyst, but you're still breaking down and you're running higher risks for everything else. So we got to change the chemistry. Number one, treat yourself like a diabetic. That means get on the sweeties, use the B complex and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Make sure you're using more coconut oil and more protein. And if I were you, Leon, at the age of 68 with a kidney cyst, I would have zero tolerance for anything that spikes my blood sugar. And that means any processed food, refined flours, cereals, and breads. You don't have room for you don't have margin for error here. You don't have a large window that you can play around with. If you know what I'm saying, Leon. So you should have zero tolerance for anything that spikes your blood sugar. No fruit juice, no desserts, and then all the nutrients that help control your blood sugar: the sweeties and the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, essential fats, more coconut oil, more protein. That's step number one. Step number two, we want to start to balance out that estrogen. And you can there's a lot of strategies for that. Number one, you want to probably be doing some weight-bearing exercises to help balance out estrogen. You might want to try progesterone cream. That can help balance out estrogen. You might want to try pregnenolone capsules, 100 milligrams a day. That can balance out estrogen. And by the way, anybody listening out there who's having an estrogen issue, this is all good information for you guys too. Vitamin A and vitamin E can help protect against estrogen, but remember our third point is fat metabolism. You're probably not processing your fats, so make sure you're using 20,000 IU of vitamin A and 400 IU of vitamin E with fatty foods, with your ultimate enzymes, and probably a little bit of apple cider vinegar and maybe some lecithin will help as well. So those are your 3 points of concern with cysts. Number one, you want to focus on your blood sugar. Number two, you want to balance out your estrogen, and that also is going to be related to number three, which involves processing of fats. Pregnenolone, progesterone cream, weight-bearing exercises. You might want to try 50 milligrams a day of zinc picolinate. That can help you build male hormone, which can balance out estrogen. And then thirdly, anything you can do to improve the way you handle and process and absorb fats and fatty vitamins, like vitamins A and E, can be very helpful. Bile salts, lecithin, the ultimate enzymes, and of course apple cider vinegar after all your meals. If you want to do one more thing, the Biolumin Nightly Essence probiotics can be very helpful for how we process fats. Thank you for your call. Appreciate it. God bless you, Leon. I hope everything works out for you. And I'm sorry if we left you on hold. Call back tomorrow. Tell our call screener we left you on hold. We'll get you first up. Thanks so much for listening to The Bright Side, my friends. If you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben phone team, call the phone team at 866-735-2470 or head over to my website, brightsideben.com, and click on the Join the Team link. We'll be back at you tomorrow with more good health information. Thanks for listening and have a wonderful, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later, folks. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Attention listeners, SurvivalLife.com is giving away free EverStrike permanent matches for a limited time only. These matches are waterproof and will light in any weather condition, rain, snow, or sleet. It will still throw a spark. Its built-in ferro rod strikes at 3,000 degrees, and it is good for 15,000 strikes. Normally, $15. Today, it's free. Get yours at freesurvivalmatch.com. That's freesurvivalmatch.com. Hurry, supplies are limited. Visit freesurvivalmatch.com today.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Walland Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Walland Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall and Associates, 1-800-425-4610.